All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to be talking about what I am expecting on the US 30 for this upcoming week. And of course, we are beginning this week from April 12th, and it will run until the 17th, which is Friday. So let's begin. Uh, Let's just pray. God, we just thank you again for another opportunity to trade. We thank you again for this new trading week and for the ability that we have to analyze and to strategize and to plan for what is expected as we continue to trade the trend. Please be with anyone watching this video. May it be instrumental in helping them to succeed, and may we all grow together. We thank you and we love you. Amen. All right, guys. So if you had not had a chance to check out my previous video where I spoke about the review of what happened last week in terms of the strategy, higher lows to higher highs, please just pause this video, go right ahead, go back to the previous video that has to do with that review so you can understand what I'm going to be talking about moving forward. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. For this week, what we are looking at is we have seen that this market has found the support that it has been looking for the past number of weeks. It has started to buy on March 29, which is pretty much like the last of the month. And into April, we are now going back towards the main trend of the US 30 and the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So we have started to make higher lows, higher highs on the smaller time frames, namely the 1 hour, the 2 hour. And what you will notice now is that we are on the 3 hour. The 3 hour has broken for a new high, but we're still waiting for those two confirmation moves. So the first confirmation move is going to be a higher low, and then the final confirmation is going to be that higher high. That will tell you that the market is currently back in trend. But we're not ready to deal with the 2 hour, the 3 hours yet. We are currently on the 2 hour. And what we are seeing is that on Friday, this market came down. It made that higher low within London session, and it will continue to make this higher high as it continues to go on to make new all-time highs. All right. Now, here is what I want you guys to understand. Okay. Those of you who are expecting that price is coming back down in this region, you can forget about it. It's not going to happen. Okay. This market is 100% bullish. I've been saying this for years. Those of you who have been following the channel will understand that I'm 100% bullish. Does not mean that sells do not exist, but this market only buys as the major move. Any sells that you see on the US 30 and on the NASDAQ 100 and the SPX 500, they are only temporary retracements to create the largest higher low. Okay? Largest higher low that we have so far is the weekly. Okay? Largest higher low that we have so far is the weekly. Look at what happened in the last 2 weeks. This was where the market finished on Friday. This was where it finished the week before. This was where it finished the week before. Okay? That's the higher low point. The sells are over. This market is going back up to make those all-time highs. Okay? Now, going back to the 2 hour. So what I'm expecting for tomorrow evening, market opens, expect to see some amount of gap towards the upside. It may be slow, may be painful, it may be fast and hard. Pick your choice. It is going to come. The market is making higher lows to higher highs. This is the previous all-time high. Okay, this is going to get broken. This is going to get broken. It will get broken. It's only a matter of time. Okay, This is the 4-hour resistance line. This is the 1-hour resistance line. Okay, this was actually made last week. Okay, in last week's session, it was made on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, this is the resistance for the 1 hour. This is going to get broken. Okay, this right here is your 4-hour resistance line. That is going to get broken. This line right here is your all-time high, previous all-time high that was set on, let's get the exact date, that was actually set on February 10th. February 10th, okay, at 9 a.m. That was the all-time high that was set on this market. It is going to get broken. Okay, now let me show you the yearly projections chart. So if I go here, this is my yearly projections chart. I posted this at the beginning of the year. I've been modifying it based on the range that has been created so far in the year. So you're at your lowest point. This is your highest point that was created in February of this year. Okay, that's the highest point, the all-time high. Okay, the lowest point was created the next month in March. Okay, a lot of people thought that this was going to continue going down. Not a chance. Okay, here we go. We got rejection. I posted a sheet which I'll briefly show to you, a chart which basically showed you the breakdown so far for the year. Okay, so here we'll see the all-time high that was made back in February of this year. Okay, notice the higher low that was completed in March of this year, March 30. Okay, this actually came down and it retested the highest point of 2024. That was a retracement right here. Came right back down here, tested this point on 2024. It is going to continue going up and it is going to break this all-time high and it will continue going. And will continue going. This is my first guaranteed take profit level based on the yearly chart. Okay, so this is 51715.1. Okay, let's look at that chart. Switching right over, 51715.1. That's this level right here. That was a red line on the chart which I mentioned to you before. Okay, this right here, this is the line that I mentioned to you. That was the retest line, okay, of 2024. So it's the highest point of 2024, okay, right here. That's the retest that happened right here. This is where we are right now. And this is going to continue going towards the upside. No questions asked. Now, let me show you something again real quick. So if we used a fib, and this is just going to be a rough fib. So we go here. We put this here. Okay. Look at where price came and interacted with. Price came right back to the 38% line. Those of you who understand the fibs, and if you don't understand the fibs, you can go on my YouTube channel. There's a video that I posted as it related to the Fibonacci retracement levels. So price came down to the 38%. Now, you know what happens when we get to the 38%. Price will either shoot down very hard or it will find support and shoot in the other direction extremely hard. In any event, there's a lot of volatility that happens right in this level, which we saw in the past couple of weeks right here with all of these red candles right here. Eventually, the market settled right at the 38%, and it has continued to shoot in the other direction since then for the past 2 weeks. So right now, it shot up. On Friday, you ended above the 23.6 line. Now, you know, if you understand market structure, when the price comes up, it breaks through a particular line, closes above the line, and starts above that line, you know that you're actually going to go up. You may get a retracement that comes back to this line, but trust me, trust and believe, the minute it cleared this 23% line, That's bye-bye, baby. We're not coming back down here. So you're going to go up. Now, look at where the retracement levels are, okay? So we got here, this is my first guaranteed take profit level of 2026. All of these right here are take profit levels. The price is going to continue going up. It always does. All right. Now, let me just get rid of this, take this off, and then we go back to the chart for this week. So this is where we are on the 2-hour time frame. And this is what we expect to see happening. On 3 o'clock, this is where the price ended. All right. If we go down to the smaller time frames, we'll see how this broke out a little bit so we can see it in more detail. The 15-minute, notice it finished at a lower high. Okay, well, some people say, well, why won't this go down to make another lower low? Well, guess what? You're not trading for your lows. You're trading for your highs. The market is bullish, which means it makes higher lows to higher highs. Okay? Now, the fact that this is coming from a low, the market trades from lows to highs, this high has not been finished. And that is why I'm expecting that I'm going to see a gap, whether violently or whether slowly. Guess what? It's going to be sure. There is going to be a closure above this level towards the beginning of this week. Okay, you may very well see it once the market opens. It may take a day, or 2, 3 days, whatever it is. But this high is going to get broken. All right. Now, if you look at some of your other small time frames, and I don't recommend it only because when you look at the smaller time frames, there's so many elements to it. There's so many noise factors that will just confuse the crap out of you. So focus on your large time frames. So here we go. Looking at your 1 hour, price is still at that low. Okay, this is where we finished on Friday. Finished at that low. The price is going to continue going up. Looking at your 2-hour time frame, same scenario. Price is going to go up. Switching all the way over to your weekly time frame again, here we are. Price is at a higher low. Take this off so you can see it. Price is at a higher low. Higher lows to higher highs. That is the trend. Zoom out, look at the market. From the beginning of time on the US 30, price has only made higher lows to higher highs. You're not special in 2026. Stop listening to all the garbage about this war and the US economy is going to be doomed. It's garbage, guys. It's just set up to take your money. If you are a perma bear, you're going to be trapped. You're going to lose your money over the long run. Learn to trade the trend. The market only makes higher lows to higher highs. That's it. All right. So that's on the weekly. Going back to the 2-hour, this is where we're at. Zoom out, put that in focus. This is where we are. Higher lows to higher highs. Okay. This is what fooled a lot of traders. They looked at this and they're like, yes, the market is bearish. No, it's not. This is only a snap in time. Okay, this is not the whole story. This is a part of the story. And those of you who actually traded this market, like this market was going to be continuously bearish, you got trapped right about here. Notice over this side, let's take a tool and let me just draw something here so I'll show it to you real quick. So if I take this quick tool right here and I do this, okay, all of this side over here, the market was making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, okay? That's what fooled a lot of people. But notice what happened from here. From here, once you got to this point, the market now has started to make higher lows to higher highs, okay? Let's change this to green. Okay, over this side, the market has now started to make higher lows to higher highs. All right, so just understand this, that if you're looking for the market to actually start going this direction, no, it's not. It has never done that. It's not going to start doing that in 2026. Okay, So for this week coming up, just to make this short, just not to prolong this, you can expect to see more buying pressure from this market as we continue to go back in the master trend of the US 30. First level down, this is going to be last week's resistance on the 1 hour. This is my 1 hour resistance line. Next step is going to be my 4 hour resistance line. After this, the next resistance level is going to be the all-time high, where you will have the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Once this gets broken, guys, your next level up is going to be the first guaranteed take profit of 2026, which is going to be another all-time high. All right. So I hope that was clear. You know, hope you guys get it. I hope you guys understand it. Keep practicing, keep back testing, keep journaling, keep trying. Most of all, don't give up. The only time you fail is when you give up. Every time you try again, you give yourself another chance. If you're serious about trading, understand that losing is a part of the learning process. That's how you grow. The more you analyze, is the more you become patient and the more you understand what you're waiting for. So take care, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Get some rest. Pick it up tomorrow evening. Don't be in a hurry to jump into trades. Just know the market is going to shoot up, make that higher high again on the 2 hour. Once it does that, then it's going to sell to give you another higher low. And then you take it again. Remember, all higher highs on the market must originate from a higher low. You cannot have a higher high unless you have a higher low. So look at your last 2 points. Higher high, higher low. Okay? So now, after you made this higher high, you had a higher low. Once you have this higher low, your next point is going to be a higher high. No two ways about it. So, again, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's grow together. Also, check me out on TikTok at AuberStrategy. Check me out on Instagram at AuberStrategy. Let's grow together. Let's do this. And let's conquer the US 30 together. Have a wonderful week, guys. Happy trading. Take care. Bye-bye.